The season is over. The champs have been dethroned. Congratulations to the Toronto Raptors. Well wishes to Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson. Get well soon. Don't rush back. It's just not worth it.
But to the rest of the league, I say the door's open. The draft hasn't started. Free agency hasn't begun. But the NBA still on fire. What happened? Oh, you don't know? Stay tuned. Welcome back. I told y'all, even though I felt the season would be over soon, it was only beginning because you still got potential trades, you got the draft coming up, free agency right after that. To me, that's when it dies down, after free agency's over. So this is where it heats up, right when the finals ends. So we had our first chip fall over the weekend. I want to say it was Saturday evening, because I was heading out. Saturday evening, I sent out a tweet. Anthony Davis going to the Los Angeles Lakers. What? We all knew it was a strong possibility because there weren't really many other suitors that could offer what the Lakers could and were willing to. The Celtics were in the mix. I thought they were probably the only really serious threat. The Knicks just didn't have the assets. They would have had to get a third team involved. The Celtics obviously had some young players they could offer. Tatum, Brown, would assume probably Smart in the package, plus some number one picks as well. To me, that's not as attractive as Ingram, Ball, Josh Hart, and you also had the fourth pick this year, plus two other first-round picks. They were able to keep Kuzma, which I didn't think they would be able to do. I thought, to me, a fair trade would have been giving up two of those three out of Ingram, Ball, and Kuzma. Personally, I would have preferred Kuzma and Ingram going and keeping Ball. But I think the Pelicans wanted that point guard that could get the ball, run up the court, hit Zion and Ingram on the break. So I think they envisioned that after they saw what he could do last year with LeBron, Kuzma, Ingram, and those type of athletes. So I think that's what they see going forward. But if you're the Lakers, you have to make that deal. You have to find a way to pair LeBron and Davis, and then you fill it out however else you need to. You still have Kuzma, like I said, so your front line is solidified. 3, 4, 5. Kuzma at the 3, LeBron, or vice versa. LeBron at the 3, Kuzma at the 4, Davis in the middle. And then you work on the backcourt. They're going to have, I'm not going to get into all the numbers. Y'all could go on Twitter, check it out. I probably have it tweeted out, but there's a breakdown of if the trade was done on July 30th, they would have been able to have 32 million or something like that. But the Pelicans aren't going to do that because that helps the Lakers. Whereas it's going to be done July 6th, which means the Lakers will only have 23 million to spend on free agency. So I don't see them going after Kemba, Kyrie, Jimmy Butler, Kawhi, none of those level players because not enough money. So what I do see them doing is going after a JJ Redick, maybe bringing back Rondo as a point guard, but you have to get shooting. So I think Redick is probably a top priority. Obviously, you could go after somebody like Malcolm Brogdon, but he's restricted, so the Bucks can and probably will match. Obviously, we got the draft coming up on Thursday. There could be trades there. I'm not sure how much movement we're going to see, but like I said, there could be trades there that affect teams' free agency. Depending on who teams draft. Maybe they don't go after that guard they thought they were going to get. Maybe they don't go after the, that big man that they wanted. So those things will tell. I don't think it's going to be a big deal as far as free agency, but I think once the free agency period starts, that's where you're going to see, because to me, Kyrie Irving is the domino first, and here's why. If he goes to Brooklyn, as has been reported, D'Angelo Russell, who is a restricted free agent, they're not bringing him back. They're not going to keep Kyrie and D'Angelo Russell. So Russell is a potential player for the Lakers to pick up at point guard, or the Celtics, who don't have one unless they bring Terry Rozier back. So he's another point guard that can go either way. So those two are the ones I will watch. You get those other two, their destinations will probably determine once Kyrie decides where he's going. As far as shooters, like I said, you have Redick out there. There's Danny Green. The most likely possibility is probably Danny Green, because I think he may end up being cheaper than Redick. I'm not sure. But for the Lakers, obviously, if they could get both of them, that would be huge. I don't know, like I said, money-wise, what they're going to be asking for. So I think we'll probably get a good idea of that in the coming days. Like I said, Rondo would be a good player for them to bring back at point guard if they can't get, D'Angelo Russell, or bring in like a Terry Rozier, one of those type of point guards that can really push the pace, because I think this team is definitely going to be able to get out and run. So for me, if I had to say right now, I would say it would be Rondo who they bring back at point guard. There's also Terrence Ross, another wing player that can play the 2 or the 3 shooter. So I think they probably like him. JaVale McGee would be another option to bring back, to have another big man to back up Davis. You also would be looking at Nikola Mirotic, who's a 4-man, stretch 4, obviously. Pretty good rebounder. Brook Lopez, center that shoots the 3 ball. So these are all options for the Lakers as far as shooting, defense. I think that's what they're going for. I really don't think they're going after another marquee free agent per se. Like I said, they're going to have about $23 million. That's on the premise that Davis does not waive his $4 million trade kicker. If he does, then that gives them about $27 million, so they're able to bring in more players, but we'll see what happens with that. So yeah, those are a bunch of options for the Lakers, also a bunch of options for other teams. So, Philadelphia will be a team to watch, with Butler and Harris being free agents. Toronto, obviously, because if Kawhi goes there, then he's off the market for the Clippers, who are probably the main team competition-wise for the Raptors to bring in Kawhi. You're looking at the Celtics. Everyone's expecting Kyrie to leave, so maybe they keep Rozier as the starting point guard. Maybe they go after D'Angelo Russell if Kyrie goes to Brooklyn. A lot of variables in place. But I think right now the Lakers have to be the favorites to win it all. We can't sleep on the Denver Nuggets. They're loaded. They're young. They got a lot of experience in this past playoffs. They also, from what I'm hearing, Michael Porter Jr. is coming back, and he's looking really good. So that's another weapon they'll have at their disposal, as well as they also have an option to go into free agency. I don't know what their money situation is, but these are some teams to watch. Houston Rockets, are they going to move anybody? Are they going to stand pat with the Durant and Clay injuries and feel like maybe now that those guys are out, this is our window? So that's something to keep an eye on. Who else? Obviously Brooklyn. If they can convince Kyrie to come there, then maybe he goes out and gets another free agent to come with him. So if you get maybe Kyrie and Jimmy Butler there, who knows? There's also another player out there from the Pacers, Bojan Bogdanovic, I believe is how you say his name. He's a forward, knockdown three-point shooter, so he's going to have a lot of interest from teams. Price probably be a little high for LA, but maybe the Celtics go after him, or Brooklyn. Milwaukee's also going to be another team to watch because they have a lot of guys that are coming off the books. You know, Brogdon, like I said, he is restricted, so I would assume they would keep him. But it's going to be a fun offseason, to say the least. Anything breaks, like I said, follow me on Twitter. I will put my Twitter page in the description. But yeah, just a quick video. Anthony Davis is with the Lakers now. You got him and LeBron. And I'm sure the rest of the league is on notice because you don't need a whole lot to go with those two guys for them to be champions. And if they get a couple shooters, look out. There's also a couple of names that people are going to probably turn their nose up at and be like, those guys are washed, their head cases, whatever. Carmelo Anthony, J.R. Smith.
Really?
Don't be surprised if those two end up in L.A. J.R. Smith has played his best seasons with LeBron. He's got the green light from most coaches. He's a streaky shooter, we know that. But if he gets hot, look out. Carmelo Anthony, I think, will be also a great fit for them because whether you start him or you bring him off the bench, I don't think it's going to be a lot of money because of his reputation has been a bit tarnished, in my opinion, and unfairly, I would say that, because I thought OKC and Houston, I don't think he went in there and destroyed those teams, which everyone tried to make it out to be. He was the reason that, you know, OKC wasn't successful last year. Well, he wasn't there this year, and they still didn't get out the first round.
Bruh.
So there's that. Houston, he was the one holding them back. He's not a spot-up shooter. I mean, you have to give the guy some type of freedom as well. So I just thought that would be an unfair. Like, maybe he's not the player he used to be, but he's still talented enough to come in and give you consistently 15 to 18 points a night. I don't think that's going off the limb by any stretch of the imagination. So I think he will help a team. I think he'll be, to me, I think the Lakers will probably be the team because I don't know how much other interest there is. Maybe Golden State takes a flyer on him because no Durant, no Clay. So those will be the two teams I would look at for Carmelo Anthony. J.R. Smith could be a lot of options because I think his services are needed as far as a shooter, a really good defender when he wants to be. So, like I said, I'm making it too long. I'm going to cut it off here. Like I said, I'm going to keep y'all abreast of the trades. My Twitter page more than my this YouTube channel because I'll try to get the videos out every few days, but I'm not going to do them every day unless it's just a quick video. So we'll see how it goes. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see y'all in the next video.